I've got a new dash mount in my Van Go camper van, cargo van, Ford Transit Connect cargo van, and we're cruising in the 8 o'clock rush out of Alamogordo to Ward, Carrizozo. Why? Well, I'm going to go look at a small piece of property there. You know, I can put money in CDs and stuff, which is a good investment, safe, or I can buy real estate, which is equally as safe. It's just not as liquid. You can't turn it into cash very quickly. However, you know, the advantages of a CD, you can liquidate them, you know, turn them into cash pretty quick. May have to take a little penalty, but not much. And then, yeah, it's always there. You know, it's readily available. And but you can't use it for any form of entertainment. You know, like if you own a piece of real estate somewhere and it's in a good area, for example, the piece of property I'm going to look at is in the elevations a little bit, and it's just going to be an investment primarily. And but I thought, well, you know, if you're going to invest your money in land, why don't you invest in land that you can use for camping in your cargo van, sort of like a boondocking place that you own. And that's kind of what I'm looking at, because yesterday, when I went, or a few days ago, when I went out to Oliver Lee to check out my cargo van, just kind of sit in it and look at the campground and stuff, kind of get a feel for camping in the van, it occurred to me that after I had talked with the ranger, that park had been completely full for the past, quote, couple of months, and for the foreseeable future, every site, you can only reserve 6 months in advance, so that's as far as they can see out, but it's booked. I mean, that's all the dry camping sites, all of the water and electric sites. And so if you wanted to camp there, you just have to hope that there was a cancellation the day you got there. And I asked about other state parks. He said not all of them are that busy, but the ones that are popular are, you know, the ones by the lakes and stuff are. I don't think Elephant Butte would be that crowded, but again, it was just a point, like, you know, it was a round fired for effect. In other words, I got to thinking, well, you know, here I get all this thing all ready to go, and then I go to Daddle Wells and it's packed, or I go to the place over by Capitan, Rob Jagger's, it's packed. And even though that's first come, first serve, they've got a few camping sites around there for boondocking. You know, some are fairly easy to get to, some aren't. And so, you know, it's a catch-22, you know. And so the real choice comes down to, you know, do I want to, quote, be on the road driving and hoping that I can find a site, which is not bad, I've been there before, but or do I just want to leave Alamogordo with 100% predictability, drive to my place an hour and a half away or so, and stay a few days, weeks, or whatever, and then maybe gradually improve the property and flip it, because, you know, I'll do that, or could, and make 5 times as much as I'd make in a CD. You know, so as far as making money, the land is the better deal. As far as the liquidity, the certificate of deposit is a better deal. As far as enjoyment, the land is a better deal, because you can go sit on it and play with it and do stuff. And so yeah, it's kind of the direction I'm going. Again, I'm just, you know, staying busy, keeping things to do. And again, this video is being done inside of the cargo van, and we'll see how the sound goes. And it looks, well, one thing good, the holder I have shows to be holding the camera very steady, and so we shouldn't get any of that blurring unless it's just something to do with the things going on outside, because I'm looking at it and it looks like it's a little blurry, but it's not because of something on the dash or the windshield. It's just the camera's doing its thing. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that. Maybe it'll work out, or they'll send an update and make it worse. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at as far as the vehicle itself. Right now we're cruising at 56 miles per hour, and it shows we're averaging 41.6. I mean, but it changes. Now it's 41.3, now it's 40.9, but it's over 40. And so, and then the overall mileage, that's the constant view of your MPG, your miles per gallon. And then right above it is your overall average for the number of miles you've driven so far. I've driven 100.6 miles, and it shows 24.9 for those 100 miles, and it's going up. It's been going up, up, up. So it could be that I'll get as much as 28 miles to the gallon overall, because most of my driving will be highway miles. And again, this is a 2023 Ford Transit Connect XLT cargo van. And I have to say this, as far as the sound, it's very quiet. The radio does good, or the stereo, whatever you want to call it. Air conditioning is great. Yeah, and I've got stuff in here. I've got a refrigerator in here now, my bed, a couple of other things back there. We're gradually putting it together. And yeah, the refrigerator runs off the 12-volt outlet in the back, which is wonderful to have. And yeah, so as I'm cruising down the highway, the refrigerator is on. The only downside of it is the key has to be on, or the accessories have to be on, or the engine has to be running. The engine doesn't have to be running, but the key has to be in the on position for that 12-volt outlet in the rear to work. Is that bad? No, because it'll be off a little while. Most of the time I'll be on the road, and so it'll keep stuff cool. There's nothing in there right now. I've got a little bowl of beans, potato salad, and a gallon of water. Oh, and some bread. And because I'm going to go by Smokey's Market in Capitan later on this morning. And yeah, because I've got some places to check on the way around here. It's going to be a full day. Yeah, it shows $2.99 a gallon here, and this is Tularosa, and I got gas yesterday in Alamogordo for $2.57, regular unleaded. Crazy. And yeah, it's just gouging the market. It's really kind of sad, but whatever. If you had the gas station, you'd do the same thing. Probably me too. I need to get in this left lane. Yeah, this is Tularosa, New Mexico. On let's see, what day of the week is this? This is a Thursday morning. This will probably come up next week sometime. And we'll have several videos. They may be out of order, so don't worry about it. Just watch the video for what it is. This is a neat little area here, Tularosa. There's not much change in elevation from Alamogordo. It's just a smaller community. We got to stay on Highway 54, and right down here about a half a mile or so, they split. 54, you got to go left. 70, you got to go right. And if you're pulling an RV, sometimes the traffic can kind of box you out, make you go the wrong way. So anyway, guys, just wanted to give you a heads up, and at the same time, check out my new dash mount camera holder. And as far as holding the camera, that's what it's designed to do. It's doing a hell of a job. It's not shaking, it's sturdy. Yeah, so that it's doing good. Okay, we're coming into a school zone. I can drive my normal speed. Yeah, this is where you fork off to the left here. They do have a grocery store here, a Lowe's grocery store, small one, and plenty of Hatch chilies. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is a kind of a strange little turn here. And when you're coming from the other way, it's a yield, and you come into that sign, you're at a real odd angle, so you can't see the traffic coming from the left, but you're supposed to yield. It's kind of weird. But anyway, guys, from On the Road Again, in the cargo van go, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Just click on the link, go to Amazon and get what you want. Stand guard at the door of your mind, keep your health, and enjoy your life. Bye-bye.